Hello there everybody, this is Swagmaster Sway with another beautiful video for you today, and we are gonna slay as we have our way. We're gonna put the critics out to the bay, put them to sleep. Yes, and it's gonna be deep. Oh yes, anyway. This is another WWE versus AEW recording, my third one so far. I think I'll stop counting after this one. It is going to be Le Champion, Chris Jericho versus the current WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. Over did you proud Paul if you ever see this. If you ever see this, hope that was a good one. So, how is each performer, each athlete inferior to each other, and how is each athlete and performer superior to each other, and which one is the overall dominant, superior performer in my humble opinion? Man, yeah, just breathing in this really good stuff out here. I came to start off here because I remember one time, a while ago, I was the best man for one of my best friend's weddings. And I was walking past the spot. I said, why not stop here and do the recording? So this is where I'm right on the assembly ground where it was on the day. There we have it. Space. Yeah, so that's where it's at. People sitting around here. This clock, I don't know. When did this get put here? Anyway. What was up there? Was it up there? That's where the whole wedding guy was. You know, the wedding planner. And you had the best men, because there was a couple of us, and you know, my mate and his wife, and where I'm standing and throughout this area is all seating. Yeah, good times. I remember that. You're so happy. I remember being so happy, thinking, yeah, man. You know how it is. You know how it is when your mates get married. You're like, yes. Because it's a very important thing when you finally find a partner that you've been with for quite some time, and then you decide to live life together, you know. Anyway, we partied that. I was drinking back then, so I drank that night. Not so much the night before, because I thought, be here for the red wedding. Brock Lesnar versus Chris Jericho. Well, in my opinion, I think that Le Champion, Chris Jericho, yeah, he's a rock star and all that type of thing as well. He's got, I remember watching him when I was a little child, WCW. Then he was the Attitude Era, Y2J, carried on right through. It wasn't always my favourite when my personal top or in my personal top 5 of each time, but he was always up there in my personal top 10. And all those other guys, they came and went within a couple of years and no longer interested in all that type of stuff. Chris Jericho was never in the top 5, but he was always in the top 10, and he remained there for a couple of decades. So yeah, longevity. As far as promos, in my opinion, the overall promos, the overall majority of them, Chris Jericho puts Brock Lesnar to sleep on the microphone. But when Brock speaks, people listen. Athlete. In-ring performances. Brock Lesnar he puts Chris Jericho out. I mean, my humble opinion, if they ever cross each other's paths in a real fight, Chris Jericho would do really, really well if he lasts a minute. But I could be wrong. So he's very dominant of Brock Lesnar. You don't need to have heaps of moves when you're his size and you have his record for the NCAA college stuff as well as the UFC. You go to WWE and you have a few impactful maneuvers like he does. You don't really need any more. You just get the job done and get out. That's why he's not present very often. Like, he did all that fighting for all those years, so I guess he just got to the point where it's like, what else is there to prove? Not only what else is there to prove, but I'm like a multi-millionaire. So what's the point in grabbing more money, unless I want the more money, of course, most people will be like, oh man, this dream of mine, but if you've been living in your dream for a few years, it gets to the point where it may not be a dream anymore, maybe a nightmare, or it might become something that's not expected, So that's my opinion of both of them, and I think that he would, if they ever face each other in a match, if the booking crowd had any brains on them, had any clues, it wouldn't even be a question. Brock Lesnar will pin Chris Jericho. And if it was a best of 3 falls match, they should make it so it lasts for like 30 minutes or something. But Brock Lesnar pins Jericho twice. Jericho doesn't tap out. And not only that, but they won't even go for the 3rd fall. But they're both legends, and this is just my humble opinion. Now let's tap back into Swagmaster. It's D-Man Victorious signing out. And that's what I think. We live in a world of reality. And we're always pushing ourselves to the greatest. And we are stars in the making, aren't we all? This is the Swagmaster's way, saying you have a wonderful day before I put you down, because it's time for me to play. And I'll say spray and walk away. D-Man Victorious signing out. Don't forget to live victoriously.